school subscribers and my TikTok family, man. Wasn't for you guys, wouldn't be possible. Look, wasn't planning on going live probably later on in the AM, but this message felt like it needed to be said. It's weighing heavy on my heart. Your enemies, man, they don't understand how all the spell work, how all the what they perceive to be misfortune, shortcoming. Some of you guys out there, you know, you were homeless. Some of you guys out there, you were left for dead. Some of you guys out there, you went through your misfortune, or not misfortune, whatever, and you had no assistance from any groups. You didn't have any family, you didn't have any major friends. You might have like one friend or something like that, but you had to go by yourself. And a lot of people are terrified to be by themselves. They're terrified to think about the stuff that people think about when you're by yourself, when you don't have, you know, anybody out there to keep your mind off of the thoughts that we'll have, right? And you've cultivated this power, man, throughout all of these trials you've gone through, and people just don't like to see you coming out of things better looking than you did before you went into them. So people like curse your name, always have something to say. And some of y'all, you know, are so powerful, you have witches and warlocks sending, you know, all kind of chaos energy your way. Yeah, but I just wanted to come real quickly to you guys and tell you about this. I know this lotion did not take. I want to come to you guys and tell you quickly about the power of prayer, being prayed up, and two on the timer that said that, the power of the Most High God. Now, I never have any worry or care in the world, even though, you know, these people are trying to do whatever they can do to make themselves feel better, send energy, magic, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter, because when God's got you, you're good to go. Let me go ahead and give you a prime example. I have enemies that are always sending energy my way in chaos magic. I just left here about 20 minutes ago to go to the local gas station and get myself a little, you know, beverage. And I grabbed my coffee, and I'm like, well, while I'm here, might as well get some air. So I start airing up my tire, and next thing you know, I hear, come around the front of the truck. And I was like, what? So, you know, basically I'm at the station, the air pump is against like the wall, and I backed in, so I'm kind of like in between the wall and my truck, so I have to go around the truck to see who this person is. It's telling me to come to the front of the truck. So I start going around the front of my truck, and there's like all cop cars. They're like probably like 5 or 6 cop cars, right? And I'm like, what in the world, you know? And then I look over, and one of them on me, and that's the one that was yelling, you know, come around to the front of the truck, get around. It's like yelling so hard, I couldn't understand what he was saying. And I was like, what? And I was like, I had my hands up, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, well, you know what I'm saying? I had my hands up, like, okay. And he was like, come around to the front of the truck. And I was like, I am, you know, I'm moving around to the front of the truck. And he said, what are you doing out here? And I'm like, what do you look like? I'm getting gas and getting something to drink. And he was like, you know, frisking me down and all this stuff. And I was like, this dude, man, when he called me around in front of the truck, I thought it was the light he had on me. No, he had his weapon on me, man. He was attached to his gun. You know what I mean? So this dude had his gun on me like this, and he was less than 5 feet away. And I was like, so when he started frisking me down, I was like, did you have a gun on me? And he was like, man, we got this black Ford that we've been chasing down all night, and we got all that, because this is a one-road town. You know what I'm saying? It's like a one-road town, so you can only get to the next town around this town by going all the way through the main strip of town, and everything's off that main road, man. So enjoy my coffee. And this guy's like frisking me down, Well, I had the weapon on you because you just seem unusually calm. And I'm gonna tell you something. I haven't had a weapon pulled on me since, man, like 2009, 2000, maybe before that, 2007 and 6. And when that weapon got pulled on me, me and my homeboy, he hit me up. He's like, I got these girls. We went over to this girl's house, new in Georgia, and her cousin was there, which was a baddie. I was so drunk. This girl was like, oh, I heard you can dance. And I was like, yeah. And I started slow grinding on her, because that's my thing. You know, I used to slow grind back in the day. You know, and I was so drunk on the floor, man, made a fool of myself. And black women, you can't be with them. They'll cut the coochie off right then. Is the minute you get goofy, you know. And she probably like thug dudes, obviously. So anyway, the next morning, I woke up to this dude. It's like, I just remember him being like Cat Williams in that movie. You know what I'm saying? Real like a little pimp. He's like 5'3" or something, and he was like, had a gun pulled on us, and he was like, which one of y'all was smashing my girl? And this weird calmness comes over me every time this is like when I was in Iraq. Me and my friend Moon was in Iraq, and we were working out, lifting weights, and everybody was like, we can die any day, and y'all like weirdly calm. Like, I just get weirdly calm. You know what that calmness is? I realized it tonight after that gun from a cop was in my face in this small town in North Carolina. And normally when that happens, you would hear about me on the news and be like, what was that black guy doing out in the middle of the night? That calmness that comes over me is the Spirit of God. It's the Spirit of God. And God is always letting me know that everything is going to be okay. This guy is a cop, younger dude. You know what I'm saying? Of the majority race. You don't know what that means. White guy. And anything could have went down. And I just calm, like, it's just serenity that comes over me, man, when I'm in a real bad situation. And everything slows down. Everything slows down. So, again, did what they told me to do. He was asking me questions. I was like, I live right across the street. Because I do. I live right across the street. You know, and he was like, you got your driver's license? Like, of course. Yeah, it's in my truck. Now he's like, oh. And then the other guys checked my tag, and the rest of them didn't have their weapon. I don't know if this guy was trigger happy or whatever, you know, but it was a weird, dude, you gotta understand, when I lift my head up above the hood of this truck, and on the other side of it, not a guy, a cop, with a flashlight to my face. I thought it was a flashlight, but it's a light attached to his weapon. And when that happens to you, man, in the middle of the night, you know, on a Saturday, when, you know, for someone, that lets me know how blessed I am. And I'm gonna be real. Why would I be worried about any of y'all or anything? Why would I be worried about anything? This is the back road mountain, you know, where supposedly hillbillies are, and I had 5 cop cars, 9 people, you know, one guy drew a weapon on me, and I'm talking to you guys right now. This just happened like 30 minutes ago. I'm back here to the house, you know what I mean? Wake my kid up and tell him the story first, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, look, man, all I'm saying is this. People, they know that you're anointed. They know that no matter what they send away, it does not work in their favor. And most of the time, whatever they send backfires, and you become stronger from it. You become stronger. So, you know, I don't know if you know this, but a lot of black guys are not, it's better like this. One of our nightmares, just, you know, going across the street to get something to drink or get some gas or whatever, and then that happening. Trust me. And I just walked away from it. And this is what I did. As soon as he told me I put my hands down, pop the dog tags out, boom, you know what I'm saying? Then made mention of social media. Gotta always do that. And I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna build my social media up. I'm not playing around no more. Once I told him I had 20,000 followers on TikTok, he was like, oh, look, man, you got this black Ford, and there was this black Ford that they're pursuing, and it got away from us. He gave me the whole stuff. I was like, man, that meant a little bit of something to him. I gotta get to work. I gotta get to work. I ain't got no time to play around. Ain't no more playing games, man. I'm full out, balls to the wall. You know what I'm saying? Balls to the wall, not playing around. I gotta get this guy built up. That shit, now see, that means something to me. All this clout stuff don't mean nothing, but if it can get me out of shit like that, absolutely. Absolutely. Has to be done. Has to be done. Turk, hey, what's going on? What's going on to the Turks out there, man? I love Turkish women, man. Fine as hell. You know what I mean? You know, I mean, I've seen a couple of them online, a couple of content creators. And, you know what I mean? From what I've seen, man, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. You ever seen the Young Turks? You ever seen Anna Kasparian? I used to think she was so fine back in the day. Just hear me out. I was a liberal back in the day like anybody else was in the military. Come on. You know, of course I was watching Young Turks, and back in the day, you know, she'd be arguing with them dudes, man. I used to like that, you know what I'm saying? And then they're fit. Most of the Turkish women I see are fit. Welcome to the tribe. I appreciate you joining me. We're just chopping it up, and I was just talking about how I just had a weapon pulled on me, and that cop was like, you gotta understand, you know, it looked like you was ducking the truck, and you were gonna come around with the weapon, which I can understand, agree. I was on the back side of the truck, on the other side, but I was putting air in my tire. But it can easily, you know what I'm saying? If he's on the other side of the truck and they're chasing someone, wouldn't you think that the guy would be ducking on the other side of the truck trying to send some fire? So I understood what they was like, okay. And they were like, he's like, you gotta understand, and we didn't mean to do this. And I was like, man, it's fine. I still have my head. My head is still safely on my shoulders. That's all I care about. I get to go home to my son. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and back to the house, let my kid know the story, and then I'm gonna go live, and then I'm gonna go to the gym. So if you guys see me driving, it's me, man. Run a tag. The same guy you already pulled over. No need. You already checked my license. You know, because I'm going to the gym. I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna not let that happen. I'm going to the gym, man. Been preparing myself all afternoon to go to the gym. Try drinking my coffee to let it digest for an hour and a half. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to go. I'm not gonna. I got my gym hoodie on, so you know it's gonna go down, man. I get it in with this hoodie on, man. I be doing all kind of stuff, push-ups, sit-up, all kind of stuff in there. I'm trying to get back to the gym, you know. But I wanted to go live to you guys, you know, talk about the story. But just in case you don't hear from me tomorrow, maybe those cops roll down and you. But I'm joking, man. I'm joking. I'm gonna be just fine. You know, I'm gonna go from the gym, and if I get pulled over, I'm gonna go live in my truck. You know, I was gonna go live on TikTok. Nah, I don't believe that. I don't remember that either. Hey, but did you hit that like button, huh? You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it if you did. Well, I mean, your English for that comment. Well, I appreciate you joining me. I'm sorry if how I speak isn't in a way that you can completely understand, but I appreciate you joining me, and what little you do understand, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad it hasn't run. And, you know, anytime I have a near-death experience, you know, sometimes I like to chatter a little bit. But yeah, I get on here and just let you guys know that you know, you're extremely blessed. You're nothing to worry about. I don't know how other chosen ones are, but man, anytime, like when I came around that corner and that light was on me, and I was like, oh, this cop's got a light on me, man. It's not that dark. I seen the barrel of that gun. I'm like, oh shit. Still, just calm. You know, the entire time I was calm. They thought I had a weird calmness to me. Listen, you know, maybe because I've, you know, been multiple times to Iraq, but I don't get scared like that. I don't know what it is. I obviously everybody needs to have a good sense of fear, but I just be believing that God's gonna take care of it. I guess that's what it is. Not I guess, I know. You know, it's just like this calmness over me. It's like an energy comes over me. The Holy Spirit just like, hey, you're gonna be fine. Ain't nothing to worry about. You know, by the end of it, they were shaking my hand. I finished airing up my tire, and I was out. Oh, okay. And I thought that's what you might have done, like use a little translator or whatever. I was like, that's a perfect couple sentences right there. You know, I mean, perfect run-on sentence, but it's definitely a perfect little sentence. You guys smash that like button. Again, just wanted to check in. You guys, you know, I take Saturday off. That's my day of rest. So I was just, man, you know, I've been hitting the gym kind of hard. I needed it, man. I needed to sleep and just chill and stretch. So I'm just now getting up, and I just got, you know, I went and pulled over. I was already, you know, I mean, at the gas station, but having a gun pointed to you, it really wakes you up, man. It'll probably keep you up for a couple hours. I mean, I don't even know what kind of person I'd be to have a weapon pulled on me and then just go home and go right to bed like, that was weird. Anyway, nighty night. I don't, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But, you know, you guys smash that like. Make sure you guys subscribe. Just checking in, talking to y'all, giving y'all a little inside my weird life. You know what I mean? I just have like weird, strange things happen to me. But they happen and nothing happens from it. And it happens so often, I don't even, you know, damn. All right, take care of yourself. Have a good night. So I don't know, man, because if that would happen to any of my, man, that would be a story they talk about for the rest of their life. Man, I might talk about it tomorrow and then forget. Man, that stuff happens all the time, man. This stuff just happens like that, man. I'm like, what? I just left my house. I'm like, I just got through working out. Well, what a coincidence. I just got through working out and I just got over here and you guys looking for a black Ford truck. It's crazy, you know? But again, now I'm like, man, should I take the main road to get to the gym or the back road? They're gonna be on the back road looking for, I gave it a little bit of time. They should have caught this guy by now. You know what I'm saying? If that's, you never know with cops, man. You never know why they're doing whatever they're doing, man. With that being that many cops, it had to have been somebody they're looking for. 5 cop cars, it has to be somebody looking for or whatever. I don't think they're just, plus they couldn't tell I was a black guy. And I mean, my truck's blacked out windows, you know, so they don't know nothing. But again, much appreciated. You guys smash the like button, share the live stream. I don't think I cussed, not too much, even if I did. You know, so support my growth, and support my not near nothing, man. I knew nothing was gonna do it. I don't know how. Same way when I was in Iraq, man. I knew nothing was gonna happen. Both times in Iraq, nothing was gonna happen. Iraq is when I started lifting weights the most. That's where I started this whole lifting weights thing. You know, getting that right mindset and that discipline. Those 2 years in Iraq where you can't do nothing else. So, you know what I mean? Just no stress, no worries. Just when you're a chosen one, man, you just have this energy about you, man. It draws in the dark and the light, but you know what I'm saying? Once whatever gets close to you, if it's not of light, it has to go away. You know what I'm saying? It has to go away. Cops had to go away, man. Hey, look, wrong guy. You know what I mean? Gotta get back to work. You know what I mean? But again, the weapon being drawn, yeah, it's a reality check, because it's like, this guy's gun out, man. It's got pointed at my head. You know what I mean? What the fuck? I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. But I'm used to that kind of stuff. I was in Iraq, so somebody else would feel some type of way about it, but man. But anyway, again, I appreciate y'all and my little rant, my little babbling story about, you know, having a weapon pulled on me and the cops and whatnot. But you know, it's a good story, and it's Saturday night. Some of y'all might not be running around. It's so cold. I don't know what y'all are doing, you know, outside of your house if you're not doing something productive, like going to the gym or something. Man, y'all out here going to clubs, and I hope not. Way too cold for that. Way too cold. Appreciate it though, man. Love and light. I'm your brother, man. Y'all drop a comment.